Tales from a Traveling Couch is about a book about a therapist who decides in order to really know if his therapy worked, he took a journey to visit some of his most memorable patients. He started with Naomi, a woman with a mother who wanted to contain her and a sexual presence way ahead of her time. Then came Charles, the man who was in love with the polar bear because of his upbringing of only showing affection for polar bears. Then came Seth, a man who could not overcome the restraints of his mother until he realized them for himself. Mary, the good Catholic with evil thoughts, was the creepiest character, wishing death upon Akaret and trying to fill the void her father left with his presence. Sasha, the narcissistic writer and perhaps the most complex character, had affairs on his wife and suffered a great deal, always wanting what he couldn't have. Overall, Akaret's later visits with the patients proved that he had a great long-term lasting effect on them all. He may not have found the perfect cure for them, but it is very apparent to me that they used all his therapy in their minds throughout their life and could tell many great stories of him to others that they came in contact with. The first interesting character to me was Charles. I know that as a counselor I may deal with some unique situations, but this one was very unique. At first, I could not comprehend how he could really think he could be sexually attracted to a polar bear. The way he grew his beard out and gained weight and kept attempting to go into the cage was surreal to me. As his story unfolded more and his childhood came out, it made perfect sense. It gave me a sense of how some of these patients feel and what type of life experiences have shaped them. The end of that story, where they are right there by Zero's cage, is so intriguing to me. Akaret saved his life in the most unique way I could ever think of. He really must have been a brilliant therapist. The next interesting character to me was Mary. It made me aware of the boundaries you have to come in contact with when a patient sees you as filling a void in their life. Not only was he affected by it, but Mary also followed his daughter, and that seemed a little bit scary to me. Overall, I seriously loved this book. It gave me such an insight into not only a psychotherapist's mind, but also their patient's mind. I loved not only getting to witness the counseling process, but then to be able to fast forward 30 years and hear how they were doing and what they thought of the therapy at that point in time was amazing. This is a book I would recommend to anyone, therapist or not.